Welcome. Just give me a minute. I was sitting here just looking at some things, so it might be quiet for a minute. Hedonism. Am I saying that right?
Hedonism.
Been worried about
Hedonism.
butchering words lately, and that's not me. Hedonism. So, lots of definitions for that, because that's where I was looking into I almost heard plantation, but the Puritan. Censorious. That was within the Puritan. A group of English protests 1700 regarding the Church of England under Elizabeth as completed and sought simply to regulate forms of worship. Puritan, a person with censorious morals, beliefs, especially about pleasure. You are so freaking chatty. But it's also like off the censorious. I don't even know if I'm saying it right at this point. It's like criticizing other people, but I just said that. But it's also belief in pleasure. Puritan, having or displaying censorious moral beliefs, especially about pleasure and sex. As a Puritan ethic has weakened, hedonism is replaced with a Puritan conscience. Actually, that's not even that. Let me Google it. It was necessary to be in a convenient relationship with God in order to redeem one's sinful condition. Spirit was energizing instruments into salvation. Profound disorientation of the soul of a person that no law could remedy. Strict moral discipline, form a Christian life, obedience of God who is viewed as an absolute sovereign over all, reform and convert in the way of Christ. Like, this isn't a bad thing, but so this has to be a past life for you guys as well, past life reading. What are the ones that were like all in black and like white? weren't they the ones that started killing witches? No. Let me get images of Puritan life. Images of Puritan communities. I meant to say communities. Oh dear Lord, what's happening with my voice? Communities. But it came up any. Okay, yeah. It's almost bringing me to the plantation, Plymouth Plantation. That was around the same time, right? With Christopher Columbus. Same time frame. Massachusetts Bay of Puritans. '17th century, 16th, 17th. There's a couple of videos, one on YouTube for 10 minutes and then the other one for 3. This must be important.
Today in the Daily Dose, the Puritans. After the Catholic Church denied Britain's King Henry VIII a divorce from Catherine of Aragon,
It's coming back to me.
Henry broke from the church, naming himself supreme head of the newly formed Church of England. But as the Reformation gained momentum following Martin Luther's 95 Theses, Puritans, or Precisionists as they became known to their critics, believed that the Church of England carried over too much liturgy and ritual from Roman Catholicism. As their numbers multiplied, Puritans were increasingly portrayed by their detractors as hair-splitters who adhered to the biblical word of God, bereft of any ecclesiastical rituals, who in turn judged their non-Puritan neighbors as inadequate Christians.
Spirits and
Frictions began to escalate as their numbers grew, leading one group of Puritans to move from the Yorkshire village of Scrooby first to Holland in 1608, followed by a 1620 migration to Plymouth Rock in New England. A decade later, a much larger group would sail from East Anglia to the Massachusetts Bay Colony,
That's why I got pulled to
growing their
that.
numbers to some 10,000 Puritans by the 1640s. Yet not all pilgrims to the British colonies were Puritans. In fact, only 41 of the Mayflower's 102 passengers considered themselves Puritans. And while Puritans rarely considered themselves non-separatist members of the Church of England, from the point of view of other denominations such as the Presbyterians and Episcopalians, the Puritans' devotional practice was no less intolerant as the church they had fled, leading other dissident groups within the ranks of early Puritans to form other denominations such as the Quakers, Antinomians, and Baptists. While early immigrants to the American colonies were composed mainly of young single men, the Puritan migrations into North America was largely made up of families, bringing with them an intense devotional life that helped them cope with the contradictory requirements of their Christian ethics in a world on the cusp of modernity, injecting into American history a sense of New World divine favor under the direction of God, akin in many ways to the chosen people of the Old Testament, leading famed American journalist H.L. Mencken to remark that a Puritan was one who suspected that somewhere, someone is having a good time. And there you have it, the Puritans, today in the Daily Dose. If you like learning something new every day, subscribe to the Daily Dose on YouTube or sign up for emails at dailydosenow.com.
I'm gonna subscribe to that and see what it's like. I've never first time I've come across that. Ooh, I just got pen all over my leg. Okay. So in the other read, I even blew it up. See the pen? What the heck? My phone is cracked too, so it's like Jimmy cracked one and I don't care. I don't know, something with the map. Oh, I'm actually seeing veins in my leg, but they're not veins. And now I see the shadow. That shadow wasn't there before. And now I see like a bruise there. Like the picture is literally changing inside it, like as I'm like watching it. Okay. What is this? I know 1700s, but it's calling me to 1600s. $1610s, 1620s, 30s, 40s. So whatever went down in the 30s and the 40s. Oh yeah? What were the big things that went down with the Puritans with 1630 till 1640s? Migration to New England in the 40s, the 20s, 30s, 40s. What happened to Puritans? A group of Puritans left England in search for a place to practice their religion freely. They had to charter from Massachusetts Bay to settle in New England. Glorious Revolution, Catholic powers, Protestantism. So it was the Great Migration of Puritans to Massachusetts in between 1630s and 1640s. Over 20,000 Englishmen and women and children sailed to the new Massachusetts Bay Colony in what became known as the Great Migration. Oh my God, Spirit, not letting me use my tongue today. In contrast, the Pilgrims in spirit and special, I don't even know, had established a colony in Plymouth 10 years earlier. More of the Puritans in Massachusetts. You done being noisy? Ships, the first great wave. April 8th, Windfall Fleet, 11 ships, 800 colonists. The main areas that Puritans disagreed with were allowance of crucifixion in vestments, crimes during the treason, arson, witchcraft, adultery, and others. Branding on punishment. So, Puritans no longer exist today. The modern American values are not the same as the traditional ones. The influence of Puritanism and yada yada, shaping American character. So, These factors were establishment of the Long Parliament in 1960, of the outbreak of the English Civil War 1642. Colonists survived by farming, fishing, trade. I mean, the Catholic man took down a lot of fucking religions. Like, can't live unless you go by my religion. I mean, we know that anyway, but like, now I got to put this together. Okay, so I'm still reading Hidden Desires. So, (1830). So I am still reading Hidden Desires. But I think this is going to be more of like a collective than doing each signs yet. So as the Puritan religion died down, they entered into Hedonism. Which is an ethical theory of pleasure in the sense of satisfaction or desires. It's the highest good and can't even read my own writing there, and aim for a good. So it says human. Like, what the fuck? How did I? I just got pulled to this because I did say Jimmy cracked corns, critical of others, modest, charitable in his judgments, never censorious. Jim Carrey tolerance almost too far. So I do. That'd be more of like negative energy. I'm trying not to go there. Where did I find? necessary to be convenient relationship with God's order redeems sinful conditions. Okay, relating to the Puritan. Puritan having or displaying censorious moral beliefs, especially about pleasure and sex. As a Puritan, the ethic has weakened. Hedonism has replaced it. Puritan, a person with censorious morals beliefs, especially about pleasure and sex. My mother was a Puritan about sex. Don't be such a Puritan. A member of the group that protest. It's written. An ethical theory of pleasure, in the sense of satisfaction or desire, is the highest good. They aim for human life with the great migration. Kind of got taken out by treason, arson, witchcraft, adultery, other cruel ways. So I'm trying to figure out, are they having me more talk about the Puritans or the hedonism? No, the Puritans, correct? An ethical theory of pleasure, in the sense of satisfaction or desires, is the highest good and proper aim for human life. And proper aim, maybe that's what it is. The Great Migration. But this is also talking about 1910. And they want me talking about the 1600s. Thousands, England, Ireland, Caribbean. Well, they're the ones that led new establishments to New England. Why can't I find that exact thing is I don't know. The ethical theory that pleasure in the sense of satisfaction and desire is in the highest good for proper aim of human life. Hedonism. And it is human life. Proper aim, yeah. Of human. I never put an N that spells of human life is called hedonism. Okay, but it wanted me to stick with Puritans. I don't know, like, are we crossing over here too? Like, what is going on here? So, again, past life, guys. I don't know if some of you guys have, like, this desire of, treason, witchcraft, arson, adultery. But this is, like, critical. There's people who are criticizing other people. So if this was a past life, I could say that you were definitely a Puritan and this person was a Hedonism. Hedonism. Hedonism, right? Hedonism. He is maybe you lost somebody here.
Hedonism.
Hedonism. All right, cool. Try to remember that. Example of hedonism, one that's pleasing, one that one's lifestyle pleasure, seeking, for example, someone who does drugs, someone's reckless with sex without care, harm done to others, but only aiming for their own pleasure, could be seen as a hedonism lifestyle. And again, I'm saying that wrong. So and again, it's not one who practiced hedonism here. This is like Puritan energy, but they want this. This could be like controversial. My tongue is not working today. My apologies. My hips and my apologies. Take it back. It's about time. Okay. Pull it together, Claude. Pull it together. Alright, well, the challenge here right now is the Prince of Cups, Princess of Cups, whomever. You have the Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles reversed, Justice reversed, Queen of Pentacles upright, Two of Cups reversed. I mean, clearly something here is not working out, but this has got to go deeper. I don't know. You know how like we were talking about India the other day with like the pushing together. Like if say you put your hands on your cheek and blow, but gently, and you hold your cheek so you're not having like chipmunk cheeks. That's what I felt like in the forehead coming together. It was the bindi, but what was the whole point of me saying, oh, I wasn't just feeling that energy again, but something just came in. And it was like that. It's almost like I'm getting like, so if you picture that, like, because I felt like it's almost like like pressing on your third eye here like this. I don't even use it. Sorry, baby. Like in together right there and like pushing it in. I think what Spirit's trying to do right here is have me combine both of the beliefs, as if like Hedonism wasn't awful. It's just but they carry the censorious energy. But it's also belief in pleasure. So in a way, like when it comes to their morals, because it was their morals, the ethical theory of pleasure and the sense of satisfaction and desires is the highest good to aim to properly aim for a human life. I mean, to me, that is good. Like I want that type of life in a way. Like that's what I still aim for: happiness, desire, satisfaction. And it doesn't even have to be sex. It's just feeling alive and being on this earth and, you know, sticking to your morals here. So I don't know if this is like a governmental thing. I mean, we're going way back to the 1630s and 40s with this message. Like a new way of thinking. Almost just pulling me back to like animism. Why are we not worshiping Mother Earth? She provides us with everything. So why did somebody go along and say, all right, we should have a fucking God? You know? We should be looking at Mother Earth as a God if we're going to put anybody in a belief system here. So, and people are going to criticize other people for their beliefs, or have been. So I don't know if there's like a big group coming together. I don't know if you're going to end up meshing into this category. Some of you maybe, because I'm hearing the doors opening. So you clearly will be criticized with something here. But I mean, so isn't everybody else, you know, when it comes to an opinion. And again, like, Spirit did want to bring back animism. Like, if we're going to work with any belief, we're going to work with animism, and which is just a form of worshiping, you know, the land, the soils, the skies, not having to put anybody in any particular spot or as a god or any of that. Yeah, life goes on. What sitcom was that? Life Goes On. I think that was a sitcom with Wendy and Paul. Was that his name? This could also be saying, you know, getting ready for the Great Migration. Whoever's on this fucking bus or train, you can go. That would make sense with the channeling in the first video that I thought I needed to start over, and I did. I needed to clear the energy. God, I feel like that needs to be in milk. It's driving me fucking bananas. This shit is bananas. I haven't actually cleansed myself in a little while. Peanut butter. No, you're just gonna sit on my shoulders while I put smoke all over me? See, it's like, oh dear Lord. Oh, is that a bad sign? I just haven't saged in a while, so I'm just lightly going in and out, in and out. Bath. I just got pulled to Bath. I don't know if it's in regards to Elizabeth. Oh, a little feather came out. One of his little feather. I don't even think that's his. New England blueberry. Holy shit, that flame is high. The little wick was low. The Great Migration. What? There is a super fucking strong connection here with somebody. Two of Cups, Lovers, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, Judgment, Six of Wands. Damn. I feel like you're waking up. Page of Pentacles with the Prince of Cups. So some type of offering, Six of Swords, definitely moving forward. And I just got pulled, like, why do I always say that? But that's just what I think when I see that card. I just heard Voyage. Voyager. I don't know. I feel like somebody might have even been like, it's bringing me to water, but like not a bubble. Somebody, what the fuck? Something underwater. What are you doing in there? God, I hope there's nothing small in there. I can't remember. Can you tell me why this is? Can you tell me why the fucking camera's still moving? What the fuck? The fan's not even on. Water ships, no, water ship. It's like submarine, but you're not in a submarine. Like it's coming up from the water. Like atomic bombs or like sea bombs. Something old. Like I just got pulled to like the missiles we still have in Russia. This is a strong past life, but I feel like it's something that's like presently happening. Like something could go in your favor, the right person. There is another person here, as much as I'd like to just kind of read on you guys, but I mean, you do look grounded. There was a judgment call already made. For some of you, this does have to do with like higher officials in the sense of spiritual. Just heard greed, spiritual greed. Interesting. So I don't know if you're taking off from this time period with somebody new. The way you're gonna like look at something or devote energy into. Because I'm hearing like the new kingdom with the great migration of 1630. Hey Siri. When was the time period where somebody used the new kingdom? Hey Siri. When was the first time, like in history, somebody said the new kingdom?
I found this on the web.
Ancient Egypt. Where'd you just go? The New Kingdom of Egypt. The period of ancient Egyptian history covers 18th to 19th century. New Kingdom, 1517 BCE. Territory gains prosperous period. The Golden Age of ancient Egypt. And I did want to make sure that Cleo's snake was showing. Actually, that's Nefertiti. Cleo's kind of over here with the shield. One's Nefertiti. Why on earth do I have this ass backwards? I just got pulled to brass. One is like rose bronze, and the other one is like a green. Stinky, I know.
Crazy is what it is.
You want to take a shower or something?
No.
No. Just rocking the robe.
Yeah, I know.
How was your breakfast?
Good.
Good. How was the shake?
Good.
Good. Like drinkable, or it actually was good?
It was good.
Oh wow, I haven't tried one yet.
Oh.
That's good.
And do you think we still have like the Wii still?
Nintendo Wii?
Yeah, like the old one.
We definitely do not.
You got rid of it, you think?
Yeah, I don't think we have it. I think we got rid of that a long time ago.
Oh.
You think it's something we would have kept, though?
Yeah, I don't know. That's like the plan now for Christmas for sure. Because I would like to find it or something, or get a new one. But they're kind of expensive still. So you don't think it's in storage or something? At least the games, because that'd be way cheaper. You think you would have got rid of the games too?
Yeah, it's probably one of those things I gave to like donated, like the Goodwill or something. God, I feel like it's something I would have kept.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think it'd be here. It'd definitely be.
I don't remember seeing it in storage. I don't think we have it.
No.
I'll have to look into it.
Into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you. Sheldon, you want some egg? Like it over here. I mean, Moses, that's freaking dinner from yesterday.
What? Oh.
Dinner. Oh, can you look in the fridge? Do I still have the egg?
What?
Do I still have his egg?
I don't know. What do you mean?
A hard-boiled egg in there?
I don't see shit.
It would look like green and white.
Yeah, no green and white.
Not green and white. Yellow and white. Moses, ooh, you're getting strong, buddy.
Unless it's in that bag. Okay.
I love you. The egg is gone. Maybe. Guys, so sorry. Quick break. Cutie tootie. Cutie tootie. Alright. Let's see if he wants some lettuce. I don't have his eggs. Peanut butter. Dear Lord, is it like frozen together? Holy fucking balls. Alright. Here's a carrot. Here's a tomato. I don't know what you want. Here's some lettuce. I'm gonna try cucumber. You might like cucumber. And another little carrot. Want to try carrot? No. Maybe? No? you're pushing it away? You are so fucking cute. What about lettuce? Want to try lettuce? Ooh, what's that? Yeah, get it, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Let's put you up here with some lettuce. He's liking the lettuce. You want some lettuce? I know you like lettuce too. You like lettuce too. Yeah, off my cats. Yeah, come get the lettuce. Where are you gonna go with it? You dropped it. I don't want you up there. Motherfucker. I'm crushing all your lettuce in the decks, dude. Okay, I feel like that break was necessary, but that actually drives me bananas when that happens. So, I don't know, like switch up? I don't know. I was pulled the Moses like 3 times, so. Mayflower. This is also has something to do with the Egyptian era. It definitely just said Protestant as well. I don't know if you're with the wrong person now. Like, I'm hearing like, use your discretion in this reading here on out, because it feels like clingy, like the energy can cling to you, whether you know it or not. So I don't know if this clearly has something to do with the full moon. And the energy is coming out, and it's also pulling me to put a candle in the window for Halloween, October 31st. So it could have something to do with Halloween. It could be like an opening or a void, or not a void. No, it's a void. But this looks like somebody who wants to live this life, like bringing in the, getting pulled to Egypt again, but like, oh man, it's like that, pulling it into the bindi. But this is good, whatever this is, for like mankind. I mean, you literally have the 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles upstairs, 6 of Wands, Lovers, 6 of Swords moving on. What you have for reversals is Justice, 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Somebody is definitely in a wrong situation. I don't know if this is like another lifetime, like here we go again. Intentional meetup, intentional get together, intentional. this could be, again, in regards to like a mundane type situation. I just felt extreme aggravation, but that's not the mundane situation I wanted to say. Like, this is pulling me to like week 3, I think it was, when we did the cards for rest of November, where there was a time period where somebody gets really frustrated. That's coming in. But this is like a good move, a good judgment move. So I don't know if it's one of those things like, I'm hearing to kingdom come. It will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Do thy breath. Give us a trespass to those who trespass against us. Lead us temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. It's one of those things like, here we go with superstition, but like if I start something, I have to finish it. And it also pulls me to like my Nana. And I did say the woman upstairs, right? Or something upstairs, but it's the Queen of Pentacles, because it could be speaking of your mom, my mom, neighbors, somebody who's passed away, like a generational ancestor looking down. So I don't, like, the energy is great. And I do think these women here are the same women. It's just different energies. Like something didn't click. So moving forward, or if this is somebody else looking at somebody like this and something didn't click moving forward. But it feels more like something didn't click moving forward. But it looks like something here should have been put together. So you might be a catalyst. They might be a catalyst. This is somebody you might meet along the way. You'd be walking in a park. I mean, I'm getting like the golden age with the umbrellas and, you know, the towns just forming and the parks. Getting like a park with your umbrella. You know, you always had somebody with you, another woman with you, the house, whoever she was. Actually, the Gilded Age is what it's pulling me to. And I did watch that series. I like that series a lot. That's when they were starting the railroads too, or the big bridge. So again, commercial building, a church, something religious, you're dropping it. I would consider myself religious in a way. I know I'm contradicting myself because the other day I said that too, but like not religious, but it's my belief system. But belief system does boil down to like your religion, and I'm getting pulled to Bob Marley. It's like your own beliefs. And Bob Marley, again, was the lighter. I mean, I saw it the other day. My dad was listening to it the other day. I know there's something I think on Netflix or something. I don't. What's the song about religion, Bob Marley? Redemption song. The person who is enslaved are fighting for physical, mental freedom. Bob Marley wrote the song while he was sick with cancer in 1977. Used the final track on his final album. Forever loving Jah, to the Rastafarian religion, name of God. So it is the redemption, but it pulled me to religion. But it is about his religion, but it's also about his mental freedom and escaping judgment. But I feel here it's like I don't give a fuck energy anymore. Like if someone don't like it, it's too fucking bad. Like that's more of like the vibe I'm getting. It's like you made a judgment call. This is where you're at. This is your beliefs. And again, the other day, it's like spirituality. It's not necessarily a religion. And if you are going to bring it back to, I'm here in the golden days. If you are going to bring it back to all the way back, then we got, one God, and which would be Gaia. And Gaia gave you the sky. Gaia gave you all the things to look into, and the mythology and the history, and but here and now, guys, like, why are we not appreciating the land, the leaves, the things that keep us alive? The trees, the soil. And people forget about that. But yet, let's pray to gods. And I believe in multiple gods, and it is what it is. Me, I believe more, if I'm going to go into gods, more of, Greek mythology, Egyptian era, right, that type of stuff. Absolutely love Greek mythology. Like, those are the people I want. There's a whole bunch of gods up there. There's a whole bunch of leaders. We're here for vibrational purposes. So I don't know why we're getting into this again. And I hate to say a perfect match, but there's something aggravating here to somebody. And I don't know if it's you or somebody else, because I'm getting the vibe of purposely not taking action, or this is not somebody who like diddles around and goes around the mulberry bush. This is somebody highly like respectful. This is not your normal doo-doo-doo. Like, this is somebody probably that's like-minded or open to no, I wouldn't even, definitely open to other things, but you already, I'm hearing settlement, but in the sense of like the old settlement, ground, land. Again, like, you could travel, but where you go next, it's about land. It's about where you're at. It's connecting to land. Could be boosting your energy. I mean, there's a solid win here, and I don't know. It could be in the aspect of a person, which doesn't seem realistic. But for some of you, that's actually what it is. And you might be meeting new people that are just like way more, I don't know, maybe it's the way they speak to you. It reminds me of the other person. But this person might be a little younger than you, because it's a generational thing. It's the generations of the 30s and 40s waking up, seeing things differently now. So if you meet somebody, it might actually be somebody younger than you. There's you can chance somebody like older and that type of stuff, but more matrix, they still have like respect, and I'm hearing who says chivalry is dead. There's still great people out there that do stuff like that, but I'm hearing that would be like a settle, and that's not the life. That's not the life you want. It's not the life that person wants. I mean, you can be great together here, there, going everywhere, but you're more of a land seeker, like a land speaker. It's something like that. But there's somebody else spirit's passing judgment, if anything, and is making this happen. But this person doesn't look to be on board. Or the on board, and that's the hidden desire. They do want to be with you, but there's something going on in the background in regards to another relationship that's not really going so well. And instead of like speaking up. It's like somebody who's kind of just playing it out. And I do feel like there's some strong, heavy-ass matrix people fucking trying to get at your energy right now, too. Like exes or just like clingy, needy-ass fucking people. You know, it just calling you in. I don't know if everybody is having that energy right now. I feel like everybody in the last few weeks have been in some type of bubble anyway, but the bigger bubbles, like the olders, I'm getting like the elders, the bigger bubble, like that's a whole different type of download. Maybe once again, I mean, somebody is a lot younger than you. You have a Prince of Pentacles and a Prince of Cups. This could be like, I'm sorry, or somebody you're going to meet and you're like, oh, hell no. You know, my experience is, you know, older. I prefer older men. I think dated men that were 8 years older than me, 12 years older than me, 13 years older than me. And I think it comes down to security as well, sexual desires, because if I was to be with a younger man as a woman, and it's not about the sexual excitement, there would definitely have to be a connection. And to me, it's not even a societal viewpoint right this second. This is more, which is ironic because I didn't care that the men were older. And all those men were like, oh, well, I'm going to get older and this is going to happen, this is going to happen. But you know what? It didn't bother me. If we were, you know, we loved each other, it was true love, it was something like, you know, we would have stayed together, we would have made it work. But a lot of the men, they actually preferred probably younger women. Like I would have been younger to all the older men that I dated. But as a woman, this looks like you're coming out strong, but I don't know if this happens to you. Like you might feel insecure or like, okay, a match made, but like right now you're good. I don't know if a couple weeks ago, like you weren't good, or if this is going to happen. It could be like even have to do with like work. So you're kind of like Two of Cups. No, like hell no. I'm gonna pass on that. I don't want to feel that connection. But then you have the lovers and the connections there. So I think it would be more about, you both would experience it too, right? But if there's enough love, you could literally spend the rest of your life together and fall in love. I could have another 40 years, 50 years, or that person ends up dying before me, and I was the older one and I outlive, you know what I mean? So I think there's just a lot of shit like that going on in between in people's heads too. And again, this could be something linked to past life. But here you have the pages coming towards you. So I don't know if they're not prepared or they're getting prepared. Because this is what a desire in heaven. This is a hidden desire. So you're either linked to past life in regards to Egypt, India, Puritan, clearly. I'm actually even hearing Vikings for some of you. And I like Viking men, especially in my deck. You hear me? I like Viking men. The men just look like either a teddy bear or just structure. It's just, you might be dating somebody like who's constantly going to the gym. That channeled message came out with the beginning of this reading, where it ended up being just chat and putting things together. So I really think somebody likes to like organize stuff or like be ready, but sometimes you're not ready for it, because it's like, no, I want a lover. I want somebody who's going to show up, take care of my needs. I'll take care of your needs. Let's get together. Yeah. Oh, that was two twins. But I'm not doing the whole twin thing on this fucking planet. Like, no, bye. Thanks though. But technically this would be a twin flame reading, especially with the Four of Wands and the Lovers. And the Four of Wands, the Lovers, but you also got the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is something you could have done time after time after time. Getting something with Japan there, but that's because of the depiction. I mean, that would be to be honest with you, that would be hard for me to date somebody younger. I think I'd be like, But like, if it's there, it's there. But this is telling me sometime in November. Whoa. I don't know if you can hear that wind whipping. Sometime in November. Did I say December? Sometimes in November, something switches if it hasn't already. Because this isn't you feeling like left out. This could be you like out of your bubble. Oh yeah, I was talking about those bubbles, right? And not in the sense of like guiding them or being their leader, because we have to do that as humanity, like the person that came back into my life, in the sense of us just like we were having that whole conversation and like the things he would say. What was the point of that? Oh, he had wrote something like, well, maybe we came into each other's life, so as you're working with humanity, like you could be like my mentor or something like that. And I think instantly I just felt like a mother. And I was like, no. I instantly shut it down, in the sense of, and I was probably a little rude about it, or he probably just didn't understand what was happening. But I work with humanity. Like, my goal is to get this out, blast it out in the universe, not just one particular individual. Like, if you want to like watch my stuff and look at me as a mentor, yes, but I can't be like going back and forth. Like, if we're truly friends and you need advice or you're looking for something, you want to share something, yeah, absolutely. But there could be a strong attraction here too that you don't see coming, or whatever this is for you. And it just pulled me to like other relationships where it's like, I'm not holding your fucking hand. So I was very kind of defensive when it came to that. And I do feel like I was a little rude, but you know me, guys, when it comes to cycles, I'm done fucking around with the cycles. Like, we're going to start new fucking cycles and hope that we complete them properly. Because I can feel some heavy ass matrix shit. Like, people in my matrix, in the sense of like watching my videos, and it's like, fucking ew, stop. Like, stop. Why? I'm not even fucking talking about you. You're fucking long gone, over there in the corner eating a fucking bologna sandwich with, Ralph. I don't know what to say. But I got pulled to the holidays, Ralph, with that fucking movie. That movie, he sticks his tongue to the fucking pole. The famous lamp movie. I don't know why I'm spacing it. All he wanted was a BB gun. His name is Ralph. So somebody might try to come around Christmas and be like, Merry Christmas. And I tell you guys this, that always kind of happens. If you have that open outlet, block it. Just block it. Because that's an energy like, oh, and it's like, oh, you want to still reach out after I say like, there's no need to, I've literally said to people, there's no need to reach out for my birthday, Christmas, like say everything you want to say for the rest of the year or two. Happy birthday twice, Merry Christmas, fucking Hanukkah, like whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, say what you got to fucking say and stop watching my shit. And it's hard because people I've dated, they can watch me all the time. And it's like, I can feel that energy. I don't want that fucking energy. I want a different type of connection. Like, but I can still feel that energy watching and like smiling and like, oh, she's talking about me. She's talking about this. Like, whoever the fuck you are, put your own fucking life into this story and leave me the fuck out of it. Because I can feel it and I don't fucking like it. And spirit can take it down. Someone's going to take care of it. It's like clingy. But like never wanting to come towards you. So this is very heavy masculine too. Reminds me to the store, like definitely watching you, picking up on you, reading you. Like it's just like, whoa, that's what this is. I just saw like a church, but it probably is the Five of Pentacles. Somebody left out, but it's over. It's not even upright. Like, so stop moping. I'm not. I'm already over what happened. So that's the type of vibe I'm also getting. So you got to be careful. But I'm hearing Puritan again. So like there's a Puritan connection that you actually have with somebody. And you could have migrated from any of those countries that I talked about. And it's like there's some type of new kingdom. It's when it almost reminds me with Dallas method when I woke up to, I want to say it was Hades, New World Order. And it was never so fucking clear. It was like he was in the sky. All of us were kind of like looking up. And it was actually fucking intimidating. I've never had a dream like that. And it's right around the time when I started it. And I think that's why I put New World Order in that, and somewhere within that Dallas method. I don't think I'll ever experience that again. Like that was real. And it was powerful. But I work with lots of different gods too, guys. You know what I mean? Different Pleiadian energy, constellations, higher council, stuff like that. So your energy is going to shift. Again, this could be somebody coming towards you. And I think like there's this new kingdom. Like, I don't know if your energies together just create something new in regards to humanity. But again, I do like it because it is an ethical theory that pleasure in the same sense of satisfaction or desires is the highest good and proper aim of human life. And I say at the end of the day too, like your happiness, matters, and your desires, who you want to be, what you want to project. Are you happy? Are you doing a good job? Are you proud of yourself? Do you have people around you that are proud of you? You know what I mean? It's the energy. Like this is going to take off in the sense of one of you guys are going to get this done. Like, hell yeah. Like, man, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pops, shimmy, shimmy, pout. Why does that always come into our readings? What part of that song is so relevant? Peanut butter. Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pops, shimmy, shimmy, bang. No, shimmy, shimmy. The Imperials, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop. A playful, non-sensual phrase like used to describe a fun, energetic dance move. The stillness of a rhythm as well, and taking action with shimmy. So that's what I'm getting for movement with this energy. And you could be a masculine with this Queen of Wands and blah, 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 Queen of Pentacles. And I don't remember what like all the excitement was about. Like, but this is like, here you go. Like, I'm hearing spaceship, but I'm getting more of like a roller coaster up, and you know how you get that feeling of like, oh shit, we're gonna go down. I can't even handle the fucking flume ride. And it's like, phew. I can do the spinny fast ones. I don't want nothing to do with a fucking hill. So there's a new philosophy here that is probably going to come to light in regards to how you want to live your life. It's almost like the quality of life. But this is already like a space rocket. Something's already like taken off or is about to take off. So be careful who, again, you share your energy with, like who's proud of you, who's judgmental, who, you know, because I'm hearing crucified. That's not the first time that came through in the sense of other people are going to be crucified in regards to karma. But I was also getting something over here. Oh yeah, the criticizing of other people or just doing something where it's controversial. But like this is telling me you already made the judgment call. Just fucking do it. Do it. Go after it. Whatever this is, get it. Stay humble. And I don't know. I can just feel these heavy energies clinging right now for some reason, like fucking magnets. And I'm just hearing they're just ignore it because they're maggots. That's a little rough, but you know, spirit's no joke. You know, everybody wants to think like spirit is just like, you know, spirit is fucking spirit. It's the dead. It's the ones that are still alive supporting us in the galaxies. Like we're not here to, yeah, I don't want to get into it, but we're puppets to them, but others are extremely important to them and play a huge role in humanity. And it's like, oh yeah, we're talking about spirit. Yeah, I mean, there's dark spirits, good spirits. I mean, I like them all. I mean, I really like the demonic fucking, you know, I'm hearing psychopaths. Like demon energy, that's a little different, but that's the energy that you got to work with to like cross people over that are stuck in buildings. Like people go for like houses and haunted houses and buildings. Like the right type of people got to go in there, and it's got to be the right type of person that can cross these energies over because they're lost, they're stuck, they're angry. People don't acknowledge them. If you live in a haunted house, acknowledge them. Unless, you know, you're getting sick, that type of stuff, and it's demonic, then you got to make sure it's the right person coming in. So I don't know why we're getting demonic energy here. It could have to do with the Puritan people looking at people as, you know, monsters or witchcraft and all that stuff. But you could be a witch and really got, you know, really good at what you do. But I don't even think, like, I'm told all the time, like spiritually, like a witch like that, but it's not what I practice. Like I'm told all the time by people like extreme, like fucking Reiki healer. And it's like, but I don't practice it. You know, there's so many things I could go after and nail it. But in my time of, you know, going down my own fucking spiritual journey, there's just so much out there. And prime example of my channels now coming together and meshing and all making fucking complete sense. So it works differently for everybody, but if you're meant to do it, you're gonna do it. Baby, you can do it. Take the time, do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight. But I don't see you being hung up. Oh my God, he literally just shit in my hand. No, you just shit in my hand. You're not gonna, I heard flock. You're not gonna dance in my fucking hands. But that warmth was different. Like when I don't know even how to explain that. No party on mama. No party on mama. So no treat for that. No treat because you partied. It's okay. We're learning, huh? It's okay. Would you like to go back onto my hand? No? Okay. But it's like, okay, like we're in training again, but it's like, again, it's like me going back and feeling bad for like saying that. Like, I had to think to myself, like, yeah, there's a reason why he's definitely in my life, and it could be to be that mentor, but like, we could still be friends and you can reach out, you know, but like, when it comes to certain things and figuring things out, and, you know, I was definitely a little fucking harsh. But my job right now is working with humanity, and I've held so many fucking hands along the way. I just don't have it in me to hold hands that I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll hold your hand moving forward and explain and break down things that Spirit wants me to deliver messages with, but I just can't go backwards anymore. I just can't. But if you're in like a partnership and you're learning and exploring and, you know, taking time to get to know each other, I mean, that's a whole different fucking scenario. So it just is really going to depend on everybody's scenario. And it could be something with dragons, because there's my moonstone. And my little witch ring that opens, that people, like, they see that and they automatically think you're a fucking witch. Are you Glinda? What witch are you? And it's like, I'm just so over that. Like, call me what it is you want, but like, I'm not insulted by you calling me a witch. You know, I know spells are powerful, words are powerful. Every word out of your mouth is a spell. So, but I gave her my dragon ring. And remember how that was a hard decision for me, because I felt like my dragons needed to, like, I feel like there's a little cave in here. And it's weird because this is like I like dainty rings. That was weird. It didn't want to come off. And this just pulled me to, like, this is not dainty by any means. $29.29. But I got it along with my dragon ring. And my dad's guitar holder was up on the ceiling. And I was like, oh, you should take that down for your guitars because they're everywhere. And he's like, oh. I was like, and I said something like this, the snakes. He's like, they're dragons. And I got pulled to another dragon again this morning, and I just heard gargoyles because I didn't have my dragon ring that goes with my stone. But I got more love from my daughter than, you know, if it was that meaningful to her, it was meant for her, you know. That's how I look at things. It's like when my mom first bought like this beautiful statue upstairs. And I was like, that's mine when you're dead. And my sister was like, oh, what the fuck? Who says shit like that? And I say shit like that. Before my Nana was dead, I want this. When you're dead, can I please have that? And she said, yeah. So everybody, like, but I didn't look at that as being like a bad thing. I looked at it like, I want this within the family. Like, this is going nowhere. And I made such a fuss over her like quilts and blankets, my Nana's, that she had on the couch. And a couple of dinners now I talk about like the blankets, and I'm like, where's this particular fucking blanket and this quilt? And nobody knows, nobody remembers it. And I'm like, this was the quilt that was on the back of her couch since I was a tiny girl until like I was a grown ass fucking adult, and there was history behind it, and it wasn't hers. It was like her great grandmother's or great aunt's, and nobody knows where the fucking quilt is. And they're like, oh, well, we gave a couple to Rach and Matt, and there's some downstairs. I got to look at the ones downstairs. But we're at dinner, and my aunt was the only one that knew what I was talking about. But it's like, I don't understand, like, and it's not an insult. I'm not trying to like disrespect any of the family, but I've been in her life since I was fucking 2 years old, and she treated me like her own grandchild, and she always told me that story, and I knew that quilt was like so important. So if anything, like I'd want that quilt. I remember having the conversation, but so it's something like past. It could be, again, it's like passing the baton. It's yours now. I hear it's incoming. It's either incoming from you, incoming to them. If something's incoming. Again, somebody could pass away. Well, this is somebody who already passed away. And it's like it's being passed down. But again, like I'm blunt like that, and some people would think that's rude, and I'm like, I don't think that's rude at all. I want to make sure certain shit stays in the family. And that was one of her favorite necklaces. That's when she went to Ireland, and she wore it every Christmas. And I'd be like, we'd stare at each other and laugh and be like, that's going to be mine one day. And she would love it, So I didn't find it insulting at all. So again, this probably is talking about the how do you say it? Consorious energy, censorious energy, censorious, whatever it is, in regards to people criticizing, because people probably did criticize me over that. Like my sister's instantly like, you don't say that. And I'm like, what? Why the fuck not? I want to make sure it stays in the family. It's fucking important. Before I die and things are that important to me, I'm gonna, who gets who? Not even with jewelry, like things that like my Nana's Buddha. This been in the family, her friends, hundreds of people have rubbed this belly. Like you couldn't enter her house, and she went to church every weekend. You could not enter her house until you rubbed the Buddha. Like it was a superstition for her. She was very superstitious. I didn't mention that at the beginning of the reading. I'll make sure the particular one of my children will get this. You know what I mean? So it's that. It doesn't even have to be jewelry. And it could be like a stone of mine. Well, I probably want to be buried with that stone. Well, no, I want to be cremated. So, my favorite crystal or stone would have to go to the children. And I have so many stones from the rivers and so many things. Like I plan on making something, like maybe a koi pond. I plan on doing something with all the stones. And I'm like, oh, they'll be yours one day. And they're like, you're out of your mind. Like, crazy. And I'm like, well, no, these are important to me. Like when I chose them, there was a significant reason, like I love rocks. It is what it is. And I find some pretty cool rocks. I mean, look at this one smiling at us, so something can literally be passed down. Didn't I say something of a weekend energy that you might find something because of the pipe? Yeah. But I'm hearing pipeline, underwater pipeline. Oil rigs, I'm not sure. But, or it's just a gift that you inherited and it's just important to you. So again, I think we're just going back to the energy of censorious energy where people are just going to criticize you no matter what. So, but here's the thing. I think you can stand your fucking ground here, So you're off to somewhere, and it's definitely not nowhere's land. And if you are going to nowhere's land, it's an adventure, and you're ready for it. A lot of people don't like to go to nowhere's land. A lot of people, you'd be shocked. People do not like fucking change. It is what it is. You wouldn't think change would be so hard. And change takes a while. Change isn't just overnight. You got to tell yourself you can do it overnight and, control your powerful brain. The one thing that you have that you're able to control that is no longer controlled just because of, conditioning, news, all that stuff growing up. But you can find your way back. And I did figure out a way, which is kind of odd because I was never in the Matrix, so I'm kind of surprised that I kind of found an answer for you guys without having to like experience it. So that's me just recognizing something for like the first time, you know? So again, it's to seek a great life, but it's also like humanity. But at the same time, sometimes you just, you got to do your own thing. If this is what you believe in and this is your power, like look at the thing like Whoopi Goldberg and all this stuff, and with the bakery in New York, but then like you got other people over here like on a different broadcast and saying like I was very uncomfortable. People knew who I am because of the show and stuff, and stopping off with their family and children, not at that bakery, or just to have lunch somewhere. Like she can tell like she's not welcomed and getting looked at and stared at because people don't like her fucking opinion. It's politics too, because whatever this is involves politics at the end of the day, unfortunately. But it makes sense to me now, because I used to say to you guys all the time, like, I don't want to get into politics, blah, 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 blah. But it does have to mesh in, and politically the way it's about to go is going to be great, and I'm hoping people can catch up on it pretty quick, and I think they will. It's definitely going to take some time. Hey, are you okay? What just freaked you out? What was that? Come see mama. Come see mama. Come on. Come see mama. What just happened? Yeah. What just happened, buddy? Are you okay? Yeah. What just freaked you out there? You're okay. And I am getting pulled to like the New Kingdom again. So, hi, baby. Mama's got you. Mama's got you. You're okay. But here, it's just like, fuck it. But if there's somebody else that can't handle it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This energy did you wrong, and you're going to do what you want to do, regardless of whether it suits other people or not. It's like this justice reversed, honestly. It's like you already made the decision, And I love that the sword is down, even though she's reversed, but it's almost like calling a truce, too. Oh, my God. Look at the camera moving. I think that was because my dad walked out into the living room. Jesus. But there is something here that is going to take off. Decisions already made, whether it was yours or somebody within your family or ancestors, like Esther. I don't know, Esther. As long as you're with somebody and they don't try to get you to change your morals or your beliefs, and then I think it's fine. Different religions, I think that's a beautiful thing, especially when two people can connect and one has a religion or someone doesn't, but it's not like, hey, you would have to convert this and that. And I think that's okay too for people, depending on their scenario, if they, they love that person that much and they're willing to convert when they know what's said and done. I mean, I think that's beautiful. You don't know how everything's going to go necessarily, right? So, damn. Basketball hoop blew over. Just missed your car. Can you have Kaden move it? Man, I knew that was windy. Yeah, just I think whatever this, I don't even have to say get ready or prepared. You're already prepared whether you know it or not. And guys, I don't think this is you in the Two of Cups, and because my heart is getting like pressure again. Like, I honestly don't think that's you. I think that's other energy that's projecting shit onto you, and it's the Matrix shit. And you got the right type of lover coming, and it could be in another country, somebody from another country, or just travel and energy, travel with energy, and travel and energy. As you travel, focus on energy. I don't know how it's showing me. But this Matrix shit gotta go. So this could be again a new partnership, and it doesn't have to be a lover. It can be a friend, but it does close the door to something here. That Two of Cups is giving me anxiety, but it's giving me ick. It's giving me Matrix. It's getting me somebody who's fucking clingy and laughing, or somebody talks shit about you, or blah 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 blah. It's like, fuck you, something's gonna blow up in someone's face, and you are gonna live like a fairy tale fucking life because you choose what you want to do. So, and for those who don't quite know where to invest, I would definitely invest into a little land before you purchase or something, like, so you have a piece of land, because it's going to get, I wouldn't say worse before it gets better, because I think it's going to change, but it's still going to take, some time to change. And when it comes to the way of the Puritans and the way of life too, it was simple. Like, you made your own candles, you had your own land, you had your own food, you fished, like, you weren't going to go hungry, you harvest, like, and it's like you're just enjoying your land, your harvest, you're working hard, you're eating the fruits of your labor. Like, to me, that's just, it's beautiful. And don't think for 1 second, I'm not going to have a big fucking farm if I do something like that, but I'd be sitting enjoying whatever land I would choose with a view, and I'd be out there fucking sunbathing, that's for sure. I'd have to have some water near me. And things aren't developed yet, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, like, I know the food industry might get a little better, but, well, it will. But me personally, I love having the greenhouse outside. I love my, herbs year round. First time I'm trying that, and they're doing beautifully out in the greenhouse. Anything with roots do really good through the winter in New England, so. Oh, maybe that's what scared them. Oh, yeah, I mean, it just missed my car. I bet you when that fell, and Loki's barking at it, I bet you when that fell, that's what scared Peanut Butter. That has to be exactly what happened. Yeah. That's what happened, huh? Look how close. Oh my god, it's so cracked, my screen. You can't even see. How can I get you to see? See? I mean, it's literally probably like touching. It just missed my car. So, careful traveling, careful driving. Just, but I'm not. Loki, enough! Enough! I feel like that blowing it over even brings in new energy. I don't know, it's just that vibe. All right, I'll be back to do the individual elements. Kind of got to snap out of this energy. I mean, it might come back into the readings, obviously, but we shall see. That Puritan message had to come out. Was more important than the other ones right now. And I still think they're definitely going to be linked, but guess we'll find out. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bless you.